camera used to cost $5,000 without a lens when it was new, but now you can buy them for about $300. This one, the Nikon D3 professional camera, full frame. Let's check out some photographs it takes, and then we're going to talk all about it. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Carmine from New York. This is photo class number 649. We're talking about this. This is the full frame FX Nikon D3. It's all about, is this camera still worth its price today? Well, you can buy these about $300. The actual range is $239 to $434 in used condition, going from very well used to good. When you buy a Nikon D3 used these days, considering when they came out in 2007, you could do the math on how old they are. These were used by photojournalists, sports photographers too. So you're going to find these that have between 110,000 clicks and 800,000 clicks, and the price will be based on that. So what we're going to look at now are more photographs that I took right here in Manhattan on a crazy night. So let's just run down a few specs. You'll see, first of all, on the front of it, what lens do we have on the full frame D3? We have the Nikkor 85mm 1.4 D lens. Now it's a D lens, which means it does not have its own focus motor. The motor for focusing is provided by the camera by way of a screw in the lens and a screwdriver in the body. And when you focus, you turn a motor in the camera. All right, so we'll run down it. This camera came out November 2007. The D3 has 12.1 megapixels, and for a full frame, let me just tell you what that means. 12.1 megapixels on a full frame DSLR means the photo sites are large, which makes this camera great for low light photography.
When my days end, I might just fall in love. I know the DJ and I love this song. Me and you and the night feel so young. Every single moment has led up to this one. Whoa, did the stars align? Whoa, maybe it's a sign we should do tonight again.
This lens is actually a little bit more used than the camera. This lens sells for between $334 and $424 on a site which is not a sponsor, npb.com. And the reason I send you guys there is because they come with a 6-month warranty and free shipping. And on the D3s, They'll include the battery and a charger. Now, just so you know, this is where the battery goes in. It is one of the largest batteries for a DSLR you'll ever see. This is it. This is the Nikon battery. It's the ENEL4A. It'll also work with the ENEL4. And with this battery, I never worry about taking a spare for the whole day. This Nikon DSLR, this was Nikon's very first full-frame DSLR, but Canon had them beat 5 years earlier with their first full-frame DSLR, which was the 1DS. Came out in 2002, and that was 11.1 megapixels. But as long as we're talking about history, the first overall full-frame DSLR was the Contax N Digital. But if you do a deep dive on that camera, the Contax N, they had tremendous problems with production and big problems manufacturing that sensor. Okay, let's keep rolling. The Nikon D3 will support DX lenses too. It just gives you a smaller footprint on the sensor. The shutter is the main focus here. This camera, my particular copy, has over 500,000 clicks, and I still take it out on jobs. Of course I have a backup, but I would rely on this camera because the shutter, it's guaranteed for more than 300,000 clicks. The shutter blades are made of Kevlar and carbon fiber. They're incredibly strong. It does have dual card slots, all right? The cards are the CF variety, right? They take 2 compact flashes. I currently am using 2 32 gig compact flash cards. Now, the screen on the back is non-articulating. It's a 3-inch screen. It does not articulate, but it is huge. It's clear. Speaking of screens, there's a second screen on the bottom of the main screen, which is a readout for your ISO, your shot quality, your white balance, and your microphone. You can actually leave a voice recording on each photograph. Next, you have a top screen on top, which will give you all of the necessary information. I'm on aperture priority, right? I'm on f5. This is your shutter speed that it'll pick. It also tells you how many shots remaining, battery life, etc.
Keep those hands up for tonight.
It has live view, right, which was great for the early days. This is 2007, don't forget. Now, all of the buttons on this camera have gaskets, rubber gaskets, which makes them resistant to moisture. Nikon stays away from using waterproof or water resistant. All right. The camera weighs 2.7 pounds without a lens or a battery. So with the battery and with the lens, you're talking over 3.5 pounds. The weight comes from the body. The body of this camera is all metal. It's a magnesium alloy. It's very rugged, and you could use this to protect yourself, which I might have to do here tonight. Now, DP Review gave this camera a highly recommended score when they reviewed it in 2007. I don't know if I mentioned it. There's no IBIS, no in-body image stabilization. Of course, it has full PASM. There's not a dial for it. You just rotate your command dial to bring up priority mode, aperture priority, shutter priority, or manual. It does not take videos. There is no pop-up flash, but since we're on the subject of flash, since it does not have a pop-up flash, right, you could go with the professional SB900 Nikon speedlight, but with this weight of this flash unit, with its batteries plus the weight of the full metal body camera, the glass, the battery. Now, an alternative to that big flash you just saw is this one. This is also a Nikon speedlight. This is the SB300. Nice light. It actually will give you bounce flash, okay? Takes batteries on the side. Great. TTL will work perfectly, but this flash will not weigh you down as much as this flash. This is a heavy beast. Of course, this is 10 times more powerful, but for most applications, you can get away with the SB300. All right, guys, hey, comment below. Tell me what country you're watching me from. Thumbs up and subscribe.